Tonight, I am hosting the District 211 Candidate Showcase for Toastmaster Year 2026-2027, and I am talking to Burchell McGhee, who is running for the role of Program Quality Director. The format of the showcase is as follows. Once the session begins, it will run for a total of 7 minutes. During that time, questions will be asked and then repeated to ensure that the candidate has heard the question. When the candidate has completed answering the question, please ask for the next question. The candidate may choose to end the question portion of the session and share they would like to end with a closing statement. Once the 7-minute mark is reached, I will politely interrupt you and let you know that the time is done. Are we ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Speaker. Many newly charted clubs fold within the first year. What would you recommend as a remedy to save these clubs? Many newly chartered clubs fold during the first year. What would you recommend as a remedy to save these clubs?
To save these clubs from closing within a year, I would like to establish a timeline with checkpoints. After the clubs have been formed, we can have a monthly check-in. How is this going? And that needs to include asking the members that were in there and chartering the club, is this what you thought it was going to be? What do you think we need to do? How can I help you? And then we could check the progress as we go along. At that first meeting, they can say, if we can do this, that'll be great. Then at that follow-up meeting the next month, they say, well, was that implemented? How did that help? Do we need to do more in that line? What can we do to make that part that we're working on better? We don't want them to be overwhelmed because it's a lot of information and a lot of resources. But sometimes it's those little things that frustrates people. We want to keep them engaged, and you want to make sure that they feel heard in the thought process, and you want them to have some ownership. You want them to have some skin in the game. You want them to feel that this is their club and what they think and feel and say matters to the outcome. And that checklist, that monthly checklist to keep that going, and that feedback and referring back to the things that they said and acting upon those things, I believe would help the club not fold in that year. Next question.
What can you and your district do to get more members excited about being part of the leadership process? What can you and your district do to get more members excited about being part of the leadership process?
To, for me and my team to get more members excited is to be excited. It does not help if you're always seemed down and gloom and so serious and not approachable. If you seem like you're enjoying it, and when you talk about, it's almost like when you it just spew the excitement about it, and maybe that will be contagious. It will be contagious. They'll be like, what's going on with her? What's going on? What does she know that I don't know? I want some of that. And we need to share that. We can focus on the good things. Everybody might experience some frustration with something or another, but we need to share the good things, the results of our journeys through Toastmasters. How did it help you? Just think when you were put on the spot and in your head, you almost said, but with your Toastmaster training and that strict grammarian, you didn't say it. You might have thought it. So share those things and those small things that you've overcome and how your walk with Toastmasters help you get there, and be encouraging, and that'll help people like, you know what, I had that same kind of story. And then when everybody's getting in there and sharing in that positivity, that'll make more people want to be a part of that and share and join. And that's when you get them, you can hook them and get them to join in, and they'll want to be a part of it. It's like, I want some of that. I want to share that. I want to be able to share that with others, not just in our group. And that'll get them more active, bring some more people in and start volunteering, switch up roles and do some other things and just have a good time with it.
Right.
Next question.
How can we encourage the members to speak up to address concerns about club and district leadership? How can we encourage members to speak up to address concerns about club and district leadership?
To get members to speak up on club and district leadership, it goes back to being approachable. You have to be approachable. If they can't feel like they can come to you, they'll feel like it's falling on deaf ears, or they may not even let it fall on deaf ears. They won't say anything. You can let them know. It doesn't have to be broadcast in a meeting. Give them the various ways to get in touch with you. If they feel comfortable talking with you, make sure your people feel comfortable. It's like, hey, let me know what's going on. You can call me, text me, email me, because some people will not say that in front of a crowd. They don't want to be looked upon as any kind of disturber or anything like that. So let them know they can come to you in a private manner to talk to you and air out their concerns. And then you need to refer back to them with some answers to their questions. If you don't have the answer, don't fib. Tell them, hey, I don't know the answer to that, but let me reach out to some people that can help me with that, and I will get back to you. Give them a time frame and follow up. There's nothing worse than not following up, because then they'll feel like what they said didn't matter. Let them know you can come to me, and if what the answer that I give you is not satisfactory, here's the next chain of command on who you need to talk to help you out a little better. But you need to start with the chain of command. I guess that's from work, with the chain of command on who to approach. But we need to feel approachable. Nobody should feel like they can't tell you what's going on. They've paid their money, they're investing their time, they're there for personal development and improvement, and we don't want them to feel that any of that is wasted. Next question.
How will you ensure quality club leader and district leader training? How will you ensure quality club leader and district leader training?
For the training, I would make options available. Everyone is busy. Everybody's trying to fit everything in the schedule, and the options are available. A poll to the members could suggest what would be the best method for everyone. We like an in person function, and that will be the majority of the people, but they also need to know upfront that an option is available, and that would come through with a poll. If you can't make it to the event, the in person event, what would be your second best choice for the training?
And
And
we
then
have
give them
reached seven
options.
minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, Rochelle, it has been a pleasure speaking to you tonight, and you've done a wonderful job.
Why, thank you. You've been the most gracious host.
All right. And